we're going to demonstrate how to download and install Smart Panda Query extension for your Chrome browser. I'm at downloads.smartpandatools.com/extension. And there's videos and instructions here. We're just going to follow these steps. First step is to get your license key. Very simple step here. You're going to go to this page here, and as it says, all you have to do is enter your email address at company.com. When you enter that, you're going to click submit. And at the point that you click submit, it's going to fire an email to you. The email that you receive is going to look something like this. This will be sent to your email, and it's going to have this license key here. If you have a 16 or digit code, grab that license key, and your email and your license key are going to be your credentials for using the query extension. So once you've done that, just go back to, you can click this link here. It's going to take you back to the extensions page where we started here. So we've completed step one. We've got our license key that was emailed to us. Now we're ready to proceed with the installation. So make sure you identify whether you're on Windows or Mac. And I'm on Windows, so I'm going to go ahead and click the download. Once I click that, you can see that we're going to be getting some just some alerts from Windows. We're going to go ahead and keep that. And you're going to, it's going to download on Windows, it'll be a .bat file. On Mac, it'll be a .sh file. And we're going to go ahead and locate this file and execute it. So at this point, it's very important that you close all your Chrome browser windows. So let's go ahead and close Chrome. Now we're going to go to our downloads folder, or wherever that file was downloaded to. You can see it here in our downloads, and you're just going to double click or execute that file. Let's go ahead and do that. Double click it. You might get some warnings here from Windows. Those are just, typical precautions. Go ahead and click run. You'll see that you're running a .bat file. We're going to run it. The point that it runs, it's going to launch Chrome, and you're going to be looking in the upper right-hand corner for your extensions, right? So you'll see here that you don't see the icon here. So that's what we're going to show you here. So go ahead at this point, and we want to activate the extension. Click your extensions management tool here, and you're going to go into manage extensions. Okay, you can also get there by going to tools, manage extensions. Okay, but you're going to get to a page that looks like this in Chrome, and you're just going to do two things. You're going to hit the reload, and then you're going to make sure you're in developer mode here, which is going to allow this extension to run. You're in developer mode and you hit reload. Those are the only two steps you need to do there. Let's go ahead and open a new Chrome tab. And now you should see you should see the extension here, and you want to pin the extension. That when you pin the extension, it'll just keep it up here in your browser. So I'm going to pin this, and you see at this point, once I pin that extension, I will see it here in my browser header. So that's all you need to do to install the extension, and you're ready to use it. Now, let's go ahead and try to use the extension. You'll notice when you click the extension for the first time in your browser that it's going to prompt you to enter your credentials. Those are the ones we just looked at a minute ago. So I'm going to go ahead and enter those. You'll notice we have some links here for tips and support. There's a lot of information here about using the extension. There's also a contact us here, which will take you to our contacts page. When you do that, you're going to see credentials received, and you may proceed to make a pivot. Okay. If there's any issues with this, make sure and contact us. We can coach you through it. Now you're ready to make a pivot, and go into your query viewer. Now you're ready to use the extension. Go ahead and run any query. And view the results. You can You can click view all if you need to this one only has 42 rows, but if you have more rows, then you can click view all if you want to see all of them. At this point, you're ready to analyze this data set. By clicking on the extension, you'll see make pivot. And there's your pivot right there. So what's happened here is it took whatever query was open in your query viewer results, right here. I still have my query results here open, and the extension took the query results and put them into this pivot table for me. So we'll talk briefly about how to use the pivot table. You can move the rows and columns like you see me doing here to multiple levels as you want to group your data. Now let's add career. Now you see I have career and subject across the top, and I have term and catalog across the side here. It acts like an Excel spreadsheet. You can drill down on any column and to see the data. You can move these columns around. You can download this data by clicking any of these exports here, export to text, export to Excel. I'm going to close this window. I can look at some of the other features. I can drill down. So you see I have 3 catalog numbers here. If I could drill down and see only 2 of them. You can see it's dynamically or if I want to see only undergrad, I can deselect grad. So I can filter my data. I can filter here as well. So if I want to see only the 18 unit ones, it's all dynamically responding, and it's just responding to the data set that's in my query. This data never leaves your browser. So the extension is not looking at your data, taking your data or anything. It's all just operating right here in your browser on your machine. Let's go ahead and look at some of the other features. Let's look at another query that has some more data. If you want to open another query, just go back to Query Viewer. Let's open another one. And I'm going to go ahead and run my query. So let's make a pivot of this one. Click your extension and make pivot. And you see that it took this data from now that's in my new query window here. Again, the heat map will show you the highs and lows of the dark red are the higher quantity rows. Let's drag career here. You can, again, you can do averages and different, let's go ahead and sum total units, and you can see how it's responding. You can also do charts. So for charts, it's best if you have, let's go ahead and if you have your data arranged horizontally across the top like this, that works best for the tape. So you can do a line chart. You can see a line chart here. You can see a bar chart. Now, if you double click on the chart, you can edit the chart. So I'm just going to double click on it, and it becomes an editable chart. Now I can try different types of configurations. I can do a pie chart. Again, these work best if the data is horizontal across the grid. Right, so just feel free to edit these charts. You can customize your chart with titles and colors. Okay, and so those are the features of quick overview of what the query tool does, what the query extension does. When you have any questions about us, contact us or view the tips. Let's take a quick look at the tips. So the tips, we'll place more videos here about how to, there'll be a video here as well about how to use the extension. And then you'll see the, again, the install steps here. Reminder about how to pin the extension in your browser header. Make sure you're running PeopleSoft Viewer and the results are open in a browser tab. So if I happen to not have my query viewer window open and I click the extension, it's going to say no data found, right? Because it's looking for that query viewer tab. Make sure you click view all if you want to view all your data. So again, if I'm running a query, happened to my PeopleSoft, if I'm running a query that has a good bit of data, let's go ahead and run this. So you can click view all here if you want to use all 1,300 rows in your pivot, right? So let's go back to my tips here. And then finally, if you like the query extension, consider the query executive bolt-on. So we have there's information here about the bolt-on. This is a full, more fully featured tool that is a bolt-on for PeopleSoft that runs in HR, finance, or any PeopleSoft. So check out the additional features of the full query executive bolt-on that's available for PeopleSoft. And certainly contact us if you have any issues or questions. We thank you for your interest. We hope you enjoy using the tool.